Your style and flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the coach's desk. This is another weekend, and it's the weekend's triple treat. We're here to talk about, as you can see, people, I'm fully dark, fully black this evening. Yeah. Welcome to the persons on Facebook. Welcome, everyone, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. Big up yourself. Of course, you know the golden rule, people. Like the stream. Yeah, man, the golden rule is to like the stream, share the stream, tell a friend to tell a friend about us. And of course, you know that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, we encourage you to do so and become a part of the Coach's Desk family. Yeah, we are trying our best to give you continued sporting content because, of course, we say this is where you get your sporting experience. So, big up to everyone. Thanks very much for tuning in. Everything black this evening. Yeah, man. Everything black. Well, people, as you can see in the topic, poor preparation and poor preparation, people, and an inexperienced coach cost us. Let's get a foreign coach. I want to say, I think that is a solution. I want to say, foreign biscuit. foreign. Because I tell you, to how it look when Jamaica first qualified for the World Cup, it was a foreign coach. Went down in the streets of Brazil and they got the professor. Yeah, they got the professor, Professor Rene Simoes. He was the one that mastermind this, what transpired. But before we delve into the topic, people, yeah, man, you see me fully blocked tonight, Brownman Security. But before we get into the topic, people, we just have some announcement to make, Some announcements to make before we get into the topic. First of all, Ravel Morrison has said his goodbye to the Derby County fans and teammates. So, essentially, he's going to be with a new club come next season. And appreciate the persons on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. And another reggae boy in Andre Gray, I think he recently got married. He will be joining the Greek club Aris Thessaloniki. That's the pronunciation I'm giving you. It might be different in the Greek language. However, it's the Greek club Aris Thessaloniki. All right. And it's a possible 3-year contract depending on how things go. You know what I mean? So that is that. All right. Now, another interesting story, people. Very interesting. Before we get into the other interesting story. So, there is a junior Hold on. Let me see if I can get this on screen for you. There's a junior U20 competition. Right? There is a junior U20 competition that is coming up. And it should start a few days in this month of July. It's a new month we are in, people. Yeah, man, we give God thanks that we make it through out last month. Start of the hurricane season, summer start. Yeah, man, a whole lot of things. So we give thanks. Yeah? So we're in a new month. We're in a new month, and we should be having a junior U20 competition coming up. Now, there is some amount of pushback to this competition, some amount of pushback to the competition. There's a letter from KSAFA. There is a letter from KSAFA. Let me try to get the thing up and running on the screen, people, so that you understand exactly where I'm coming from. There is a pushback to this competition. Excuse me. All right, waiting on this thing to load. You know, with the technology, sometimes these things don't happen or move as fast as how you'd want it to move. Nevertheless, the information has to go for it. All right, so it is up. Big up yourself, Brian. Let me go through the comment section while this thing. What is happening here? All right, it's coming up. Don't worry yourself. All right, there it is. Let me put it on screen now. All right, there we go. That's the U20 junior competition that will be at the back end of the JPL. And of course, we have to talk about that JPL game the other night, Cavalier versus Dumby Olden. It was a very exciting encounter, end-to-end stuff. Also, the goals that were scored, they were so exquisite. Great international standard. You know what I mean? So, all right. So that's the league. And the fixtures. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Mollines, Tivoli Gardens, Waterhouse, Arborview, Cavalier, Arnett Gardens, Portmore United, and the U17 team will be a part of it. So the fixtures, teams will be seeded according to how their senior team finished in the Jamaica Premier League 2021 season. The start date is June 25. Well, that is past the date. Probably that's where they wanted it to be. However, this is a new date. So the 8 teams, Waterhouse, Cavalier, Tivoli, Harborview, Portmore, Arnett Gardens, Mullines, Jamaica under 17. So it is going to be a self-sustained competition. It's not going to be one of those competition that the JPL is responsible for. But from what I understand, they are free to use their branding. Hence the reason you would have seen the JPL logo. So match starts July 9. Cavalier versus Mullines at Alpha Field. Tivoli Gardens versus Harborview. Arnett at Harborview. Harborview versus Portmore at Harborview. That would be a double header. Then the 16th, that's the following week. And the tournament goes on and on and on. Is this a good competition to assist the youngsters developing? And is it also a good competition for the U17 team? They'll be having a competition coming up in short order. Is this a means of using it to prepare the team? Not a bad not a bad look. But did I make mention of some pushback? I did. So I'm going to show you the pushback that is happening. All right, let me see. All right, I can download this. Yes. I'm going to show you the pushback that is currently happening. We soon touch the topic, people. I just want to make you aware of what is happening in the football locally. And Richard would say some tiddlywinks business that go on. Tiddlywinks business that go on. You understand? Some tiddlywinks business that go on. All right, let me share. Let me share what is happening. And you're going to be the judge of this. All right. You are going to be the judge of this, people. So after information came out on the league, KSAFA penned their own letter on the matter. The Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association, KSAFA, notes the announcement of a junior Premier League by Mr. Rudolph Speed. The league is to be contested by 8 teams, which includes 6 KSAFA affiliated clubs. Also, the announcement has the Professional Football of Jamaica Limited Premier League logo attached. Serious mathematics. Calculus. KSAFA was not asked to sanction this competition and has not. Further, KSAFA has not been informed by the Jamaica Football Federation that it has approved it either. Considering the non-authorization of the governing bodies, KSAFA advised that its affiliates, as subscribers to its constitution, may be at risk of contravention under Clause 4D. Accordingly, you are directed to withdraw from the said Junior Premier League competition and inform KSAFA by Tuesday, July 5, 2022, in writing of same. Any failure to do so will result in your club and its management being subjected to disciplinary action for breaching the aforementioned constitutional clause. Upon a hearing, if your club is found guilty of the said infraction of the association's constitutional clause, please note sanctions, penalties, or conditions may include monetary fines, suspension, or expulsion. Please be guided accordingly. This one is serious. This is serious. Probably we need to call Mr. Speed, because his name was mentioned on this one, and see if he would have a conversation on the matter. So let me see if I could get Mr. Speed online so that we can clear up. All right. Check in. Yeah, man, we'll try get the boss to see. All right, we're calling Mr. Speed. Still trying, people.
You have reached the voicemail box of 1-8.
Calls to Mr. Speed went unanswered. I wonder if we could have get the KSAFA president. All right. Got a message that apparently he's busy and he'll call me back. So I await the call. Got a message that he'll call back. Apparently he's in a meeting or something. So let us see. Let us see what will happen if he does call back. So people, that is the situation. That is the situation with the whole U20 league that is proposed to kick off on July 9, but there is a pushback. There is some amount of pushback from KSAFA. Wow. That's just how the situation is. And I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let me check out some of the comments in the comment section. I have rambled. Fresh God in the building. Welcome. Comment section. Capo in the building. Big up all the persons in the comment section. Paula Donaldson, what's up? It's been a while. Welcome. Continue to support the channel. Respect and manners. Like up the stream, people. Broman Security in the building. Jason in the building. Everything foreign. Some people leave Jamaica and go, Ochi. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Duckland, big up yourself. All right. So, Jamaican View, big up yourself. A long time with us, you know. He's saying, I know your focus is on football, but I want to give a big shout out to Sandre Davison, St. Catherine High School's first junior national sprint champion. Big up yourself, Jamaican View. And you have to top it off, man. You know, nice it up. You should have said sprint double champion. You cannot leave off that part, man. You can't leave off that part, Bridgin. Great turn down Preston North and to play Conference League ball. Big up. Molly Clunis, welcome, madam. Good evening to you. It's good to have you joining us on this weekend's Triple Treat. Rob Smith, makes sense. You want to play in European competition before he retires. That makes sense. You have generator for the Hurricane. So like you sell generator and Rob Smith. So that is your selling generators. Island Card, are you talking about the U17 team? Yes. The U17 team should be playing in that competition as well. If it goes on. Big up yourself, Brian. Fabian Gunner, big up yourself. Coach Des, I heard half of you pull out the competition. So the competition are crumble. So look like we're not going to be having a competition after all. Wow. Peter Parker, big up yourself. Let Jamaica get a top South American coach. First double sprint champion, 1 and 200 meters. Shani Smith was junior 100 champion. Julian Alfred St. Lucia champion. Sandre last year's 100-meter junior champion. Yeah, man. First message, you should have all of them information that Jamaican. Good competition, but it doesn't consist of all the JPL teams though. But I don't know if the others were invited and they turn it down. You know, that is a thing. Some of them say them not hear about it in a fresh. Some persons I said them not hear about it. So it look like it is a I'm not sure if it is a selected set of people. That's why I wanted to hear from Mr. Speed. So hopefully he'll call back. Domrep is in penalties with Guatemala right now. We didn't lose to no bugs. Yeah, man. This league now get off the ground them because of bad mind. Ian Campbell, big up yourself. You are out of obscurity, Ian. It's been a while. Pagan, big up yourself. Welcome. The thing is, this junior league thing should have been in effect a long time. That's true. Who does KSAFA think they are? They are not the JFF or in charge of Jamaican football. The nerve of them. Big up coach. Mr. Speed must know, say, are you? I call him. He did message me people and say he'll call back. So apparently he's in a meeting or something. Don't go in the offense right now. We. Now answer the truth. Hey, Fresh got it easy, you know. Andrew Hudson out of World Championship. Who said that, Mannins? Mannins, who said that? Me have the list right now, you know. Unless that is a breaking news. I have the list. Brain Drain, big up yourself, erudite. There is a proper way to do things. Was this new league created by going through the proper channels, coaches? This I don't know. And based off this letter from KSAFA, it doesn't seem so. Hence the reason I'm calling Mr. Speed, because his name was mentioned, that he was the brainchild. Now Fresh is telling me that Harborview has pulled out. So who more teams might pull out? You understand? Him don't get him passport, Mannins, man. He can't represent us until the 28th of July. Jaja. The youth that scored against us just missed for DR. Facts. 2 of the top athletes were injured. Champion by default. Jamaica. Hey, Brinjin. Me now go support that still, you know. Sandre Davidson, he has improved this season, especially to this end. So, I don't know. School is on summer break now, so us teachers have more flexibility with our time here in Philadelphia. All right, Jamaican. Then let you out of the cave. Dumb rep going to the Olympics. Wow, that's good. Malik Mills, big up yourself. You gotta let me school you in some Sunday evening football, coach, when I come Jamaica this month. School me? Hold on. School me, Malik? Malik, you know who is sitting in front of you, man? Malik, you can't school me, man. I'll turn you inside out, man. School me? Bring it, Malik. Bring it. I think Guatemala will go through, you know. Big up Dam Rep all the way. Comment never run gone. Big up coach and all Tri-State. We are here. All right, Pristine. Big up yourself. Big up all Tri-State. Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Just hit the like button when you forward, you know. Up and running. Big up DR. You guys are action-packed while Jamaica is going on the myth, big, fast, and strong in football. 5 or less. Bless up. Welcome. DR to the Olympics. Coach is this Andrew Hudson, who won the men's 200 at the Jamaica National Senior Championship, is not eligible to represent the country until July 28th. That's a big blow. And I doubt if anybody else would have gotten the standard. Coach, the competition is a town thing. It looks so. We have to be careful of KSAFA. They believe that their league is the only league in Jamaica. But you're not saying. Jobless, big up yourself, man. Welcome. Hope Dumb Rep just went through. Dumb Rep win and into the Olympics. Listen. Bringing the boys and girls champion schools, except for Edwin Allen, tend to burn out their athletes. No coincidence that St. Catherine High produced a double champ and a 3rd place. Right now, Jamaica need to make a baseball team because it look like football ain't it by the looks of it at all. So I guess we didn't lose to a bug side. Listen to me. And what people fail to understand, Rob Smith, the coach that is coaching the U20 team is the coach of the senior team, well qualified. So they are building a system. They are building a unit. Things don't just happen overnight, you know. It would have been very, very bad if we had qualified with lack of preparation, with lack of organization and all of that, and then we got qualified. It would have allowed us to live in our dream world as if something is happening in our football when it is not. So it does work out for the best, you know. Would be living a dream if the team would have qualified. We don't want the football to go forward, but under this condition, no. It would have been a smoke screen. It would have been a smoke screen. Oh, and then the JFF would be taking credit. I don't know if it is Flow or Digicel, but they would be taking credit for this qualification if it had happened. Well, that think about it a morning and want it by night, it not gonna work. Let me tell you in our language. It not work. It cannot work. You expect the man to be climbing the tree and you try to jump up on a limb so that you can pass the man, and the man is climbing the tree. Nah, it not gonna work. That limb is gonna be broken, and that's what happened to us. That's what that happened. Exactly, fresh. Two ways. Two things could have happened, fresh. The senior team could have been controlled by the head coach, and that said coach could have been the head coach for the U20, right? Or the assistant of the senior team could have also been the U20 coach, because they would have understood the objective that they would have wanted. So unfortunately, we want to qualify, yes, but not this way. It not fair. When Rene Simons came here, brain drain, Blair Boyd is looking for you here. He will deal with you at another time because he lives in America. Listen, when Rene Simons came here, he went the length and the breadth of the country to secure players, to watch leagues, corner league, bush league, all sort of league, to see what the country has to offer. So it never does start one training camp and then the coach is not there at the training camp because he gone on another duty. None of that. None of that. None of that. You understand? Hope they take the blame now. All who think 2026 are gonna be cakewalk. Think of exactly for being full. Hello, me start already for being full. Fully black. It's not going to be that worse. Me here say them all look coach because apparently they have fallen out with Paul Hall. Allegedly. Negotiation broke down. Now put a foot further. Dominican just beat. All right, we read that already. Richard Stewart, the man them nah change. Them set in their ways. The paper. Hey, listen to me now. Nah, change a bit. I did a stream on this already, people. The JFF will never change or adjust to please us, the fans. And we are important. We are the 12th man. We full stadium. But they're not adjusting. They don't care who the guy. Because what? They have the policy to protect them. And I've been hitting this hard, Once the policy remains the same, it doesn't matter if Cranky, it doesn't matter if Manning's man, it doesn't matter if Formula go on board, they have to work with the same constitution or the policy, which in turn, the man they're gonna be same like you're wondering. You're wondering. Brethren, Kingston people do not claim trees. You're right. I see your hard drive malfunctioning, man. What is Kingston? What is claim trees? Come on, man. I'm happy for Dumrep. Hopefully they can win the entire tournament. Why? Right now, I congratulate them, but am I happy for them? No. No. I congratulate them. Am I happy for them? No, because they beat Jamaica. Nah. But you see that they are doing something. Who is the senior team coach? Who's senior team? Now the same man who coach Damrep team now. The under 20. That's what our sources are saying, Colin Quest, prep was more than enough. 3+ months, that's a lot. However, the coaches Hall, Fuzzy, don't have any idea. Fuzzy IQ poor, Hall, English accent only. Hall has not picked a complete team that makes sense. We're talking about U20, and this man gone in a Paul Hall. Paul Hall not responsible for U20. What's up with Blair Boy? Blair Boy sent you a message that he will deal with you, brain drain. At another time, you are talking about his punctuation in a comment that he made on a video, on the Renee Simons video. But he will deal with you in an appropriate time. Blair Boy, big up yourself if you're watching, no? Mr. Samper, man. Fabian Full, watch I Am Sure Sport, JFF Defender. DNA News TV, big up yourself. Talk Tuna Coach Des, big up yourself. Boss Thomas, Paul Alpha, U20 coach. Shavar Thomas as assistant. Eagle Republic, another erudite in the place. Foreign me say, I have no time for nepotism and all kinds of schisms. In the medical field, it's called continuity of care, whereby you follow the same patients until discharge. That should be the same in football. The head coach need to follow the youths to transition. I can agree with that. If Paul Hall remains coach, we will ease for the next World Cup as he is trying to build a formidable squad behind the scenes. But Ian Campbell, interestingly, a lot of people don't believe that Paul Hall is an experienced enough coach at the international level to hold on a spot in this for the senior team. Yes. So all we talking about Paul Hall. All right, people, the boss a call back. Hold on there. All right, that was Mr. Speed. He said because it will be dealt with at a very high level, you won't be able to come on and talk about it. But we will see the information when that matter is being solved. All right. So we will be watching to find out what's happening with that situation. All right. So he said you will not be able to talk about it public because of what will happen. There's going to be a meeting. So he doesn't want to jump the gun like KSAFA. So yeah, Ian, I was saying, no, a lot of people believe that Paul Hall is not the man, while many do, but more are against than they are with Paul Hall. You understand, Ian? So Paul Hall probably he doesn't have the job. He won't be contacted for the job because from what I'm hearing, negotiation has broken down. So that is that. Triple E. Triple E is saying, what Triple E is saying? That thing is blocking the comment. Da, 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 da. All right, let me drop the link, you know, so people can run on. You can call in. Yeah, man. So link is pinned. Let me see what Triple E. Blessings, coach. Can you call the U20 coach just like how you tried to call Speed? We need some feedback from the competition. I don't have his number, but I see a call coming in. So let me return the call.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Ian Campbell, what's up? Good evening, man.
Yeah, man, bless up, man. Yeah, I am saying that hopefully Paul Hall and JFF can find a way to mend fences because I think he's trying to build a formidable squad for a 2026 campaign, and he's doing so early. Yeah, he's trying to put all the pieces in place, but he just said he's trying to do it currently. Yeah, so my problem is that with the administration, once a coach is not actually into what they're actually doing, it's a problem with them. And you can't have a yes man coach because we all see what yes man coaches and what they do. Yeah, when you have a coach that keeps quiet, don't speak to the media, right? Fails to communicate, and is involved in questionable team selection, etc. Poor tactics. Those coaches apparently they like to keep around, right? So I for the betterment of our football, I hope that Paul Hall can stay on, honestly, because I know what Paul Hall is trying to do currently.
But it looked like the ass that gone through the gate already still now.
Well, because listen,
allegedly
right now, if they're looking at a local developed coach, which local developed coach do we have?
We don't know who they're looking at.
On the island that is qualified enough to coach this team.
No, we don't know. We don't know who they're looking at. We don't know who they're looking at.
But they're complaining about money. They're complaining about money. So
my suggestion is we need a senior foreign coach to come in that is not going to have no affiliation with anybody or any team. So I will not be pushed over and told what to do, but will it be a firm individual that comes with his own system and how to pick players or whatever, and don't follow no techno-talk basically from the governing body.
Well, that makes sense. I agree with that notion. That actually makes sense. But
Remember, it's a foreign coach. A foreign coach got us to the first World Cup, you know. So why not try it? Why not try it again?
That, which makes sense because the formula worked before. We can try it again, and I think we should look at a Central American or South American coach, or even a North American coach. So a coach from the Americas, with a track record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody like a Zambran or somebody like a Bora, somebody not Bora himself, but somebody like that.
Osario was one of them that was mentioned months ago, probably a year ago or so. Carlos Osario.
We need a coach that is gonna come and try to reignite our football. And this, something that I find appalling. This thing that they had, this 7 players that they're having in the team for development purposes. You can't have players in your national team for development purposes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pick your players.
That's true.
Right? So those things are concerning. Yeah. One thing I pray, I hope that Conor by Slack, that the next friendly game we have, we call him up and then keep him in that match. Because we don't want to lose that young man. Right? Don't want to lose him. Because we have to pick the positives from U20 tournament. There are a few young players there that we should look at seriously. Another player that I think has gone unmentioned is Devonta Campbell. From what I saw of him, he had a fairly good tournament. Yeah? He's not a bad player. This guy also, Anderson is a good, is not a bad centre back. And of course, Luke Bradley, very steady in the back. So, and there are players, also Tyler Roberts is somebody that we need to invest in terms of giving him playtime in national team. Even though I assisted in recruiting Jamari, I don't think Jamari is ready for the senior team.
Hello? Ian gone. Something went wrong there. Hey, anyways, let me go through the comments again. JFF need to pack up and move out. D&A News TV. Lee Young. So we have full circle to reverse. If you don't work with it, no confidence votes reach you. See him, so I go MPEC. He got to go. So if they not get rid of Paul, no confidence vote. Right, MPEC? I can't blame the coach or the players. We can't continue to put people in losing situation and expect them to win. Honduras is a team to beat on their home ground. US is next, but they have a battle on their hands. Yes, Ian.
Yeah, coach, where did I lose you? I know the phone went off.
Yeah, the phone go off. I don't know what caused that.
Yeah, I don't know. Where did I lose you?
What did I say now? Something about...
I was speaking about Jamari Clark.
Yes, Clark not ready for the national team, senior team.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready for a senior team. I think he needs some work before he can be considered for the senior team. I don't think he's ready. He's ready. Because he needs some work. But Tyler Roberts is somebody that we should Tyler Roberts, Luke Badley, and Devonta Campbell, and of course Connor Bice Clark are players that we should look at for the senior team. I don't think anybody else is ready for the senior team from that squad.
Okay.
The other person who I think would have been worthy is Dexter Lambakisa. I think he would have been worthy, but he didn't play in tournaments. But he's, I think, one also that would be ready for the senior team.
Okay.
See, Delano Splat is, me and Devon Porter. I wish Devon Porter was a coach for that team. Not lying to you. I wish he was a coach for that U20 team. Because if he was a coach for that team, honestly, I think would have qualified. Because when you have quality players on a pitch, the propensity to win is of course higher than normal. Yeah. So I'm thinking that if we had somebody like a Splat, Hutchinson, and Kara Anderson in our midfield would have qualified. Because those guys are guys that in their respective leagues, they are champions physically. Right? And I think we would have qualified if we had the correct composition of players. Because I think our team selection was questionable. I heard Cataract say it on a program that the midfield combination, they have tried it severally, the one that ended the last game and the one that played for most of the tournament. And each time they went on the field, they failed. They failed against Arnett Gardens. They failed each time they go on the field, that trio of Mackenzie, Pearson, and Bicknell, each time they go on the field, they fail. So I am trying to understand, as a layman, basically, to football, why the coach selected these guys in our most important game. Because the game against Haiti, the same midfield played and they were woeful. And against Damret, the same midfield played, again they were woeful. I'm trying to understand why you put these three young men together. Because two of them...
We will never understand unless we hear from the coach.
We need to know though. We need to know because...
I'm saying we'll never understand until we hear from the coach.
Yeah, we need to know because my thing is that the little knowledge about football, the engine of your team is a midfield. If your midfield does not click, chances are you're going to lose. Right? And I'm saying that those guys did not click because Christopher and Zander, they're the fastest players. I don't think that Duncan is the best passer either. Right? So you have a problem there. You have two players that lack speed and somebody who needs to work on his passing. So that and then tackling, Zander is developing his body still. So bigger players chances are win challenges against him. I don't think Christopher and Mackenzie does most tackling. And in a midfield, those elements must be working together, right? For you to be competitive. And those are not there. And then the passing, because I see Christopher passing, and most time he's passing the ball, touching it slowly, losing the ball. Same thing happens with Duncan. So that's a very good pass of football, even though he made a lot of mistakes passing the ball. But I'm saying, if your tackling is off, your coordination is off, lack of speed, lack of size, you're going to have problems in the midfield. So that's the problem we have in the midfield. So all tournament, basically, the idea was to throw the ball up to Clark, and Clark tried to do whatever, and then he himself have the deficiencies in controlling the ball. His first touch is an issue. He's still basically a rock being chiseled that needs to be properly developed. So I don't know. We missed a boat. for that tournament. I think the best thing would have been to get Race Cleary as a striker, basically, because would have probably qualified if Race Cleary was there. Probably, I don't know. Anyway, coach, that's my 2 cents. I'm gone.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Ian.
All right, cool.
Hold on there. Look at the computer on charge. Give me a second, the people. Battery low. But the one family boss don't want to make that. Family, I'll be saying if you go in there with the same policy, you're gonna be the same person. That's all we are saying. Eagle Republic. The CONCACAF Nation League is a new league. Have the JFF ever disclosed what entity has the local broadcast rights for that tournament? No, I never hear that. CM Flame, big up yourself. You said Jamaica senior team coach should coach the U20. Who is the U20 coach? Wait, that I tell with hey, Mannins. That I tell with. Them are gonna look a coach that won't pick Blake. Coach them. Damerp is a Caribbean neighbor, so we should be happy for them. Plus, they deserve to be in the final. No team deserve to be in the final. Who play if we go there? Yes, G missing in Kingston, climb for claim, and R to area. Revised version. Kingston people do not climb trees. That is rural. Coach gone into big man politics and talk about all. I'm say the same thing I've been saying. Jamaica is not at the point where coach selection or team selection matters. We suck off the field, so we will continue to suck on the field. Yep. Ian Campbell, stop talking about easy because you say the Honduras U20 are rubbish and we get 5-0 from them. I believe that Paul could have had done brilliant for the Reggae Boyz because he is an experienced coach. D&A News TV, many believe that he's not an experienced coach. That's the reality of the matter. People are burning fire. Saying shouldn't get it in the first place. Paul see there, Colin Quest said, Paul a crap coach, English accent, can't coach team. Fuzzy is a headless chicken. We need a coach who have common sense, who can pick the right players and fix our defense and get CDMs. We need a German coach or a 2-year transitional American coach to build out the coaching staff web. Jamaica has plenty of foreign coaches. We still fail. So listen up, Rob Smith. Let us go to Mars then. So we need when NASA is sending their space rocket to Mars, we need to try and latch on to it and try to get a coach from Mars. Yeah, because Rob Smith, you see him want to talk about the local coaches, them not the acumen, you know. I know we are saying, but did the foreign coaches that came here get the opportunity? Well, I mean, I don't know. Then make with us done with Jamaica football. Have a nice evening. Me can't end the stream though. Because if it now go nowhere, no make sense. Speed them and mash up the football in Jamaica. 3 ways to fix JFF. 1, voluntary removal of exec. 2, have sports minister invite FIFA to take over. 3, Jamaicans petition FIFA to force JFF to expedite restructuring. Last option is the most feasible. Blessing Toffee Rudy. Sherman, big up yourself. Coaches that just saw the Blair boy back and forth. That was 6 months ago. Are you just seeing it? Probably a comment was made on it. That's why I'm just seeing it. I'm going to tell you who said that. Colin Quest one. Yeah, man. Colin Quest say my headless chicken. Boy, I want to know easy, no, man. Angel Andrews. The cheapest approach is to allow the athletics department at Michael College, formerly Michael Teachers College, to take over. Jaja. Devon Smith. Big up yourself, Devon. Peter Park, Everton, people afraid of last change. Mr. Speed for head coach of senior national team. He leading us to 2026 World Cup. To do an audit of the federation. Ian still thinks all we got to do is get players. We need more help than players, bro. Yes, Rob Smith, that's true. Paula willing be the coach and knowing JFF, they will appoint a local coach, which I wouldn't support because I see them fail over and over. But Rob Smith just said it. We get overseas coach and them fail too. So me I say that we just lock down a football thing, yeah, man. Just go and play some Premier League, no international football. I see Premier League investor was calling. Let me see what's happening.
Even coach.
Yeah, man. Evening, boss. What's up?
Yeah, even to you and your panelists, not your panelists, but your viewers and people in the chat.
Man.
Just an idea. Not a full-fledged solution, but an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You see the way that in every primary school, every basic school in Jamaica, you have a sports day. I believe they could introduce the kids to like play day with the size 3 ball, with little supervision, just to the kids introduced to the game. You understand, to get the interest back in the game. And as they go primary school, you have the grade, the classes or the grade matches. And in the primary school championship also, there shouldn't be any focus on the results. Play the game for like fun. Don't focus on results. Give everybody a trophy that take part in the tournament. Because I think this win for all, winning trophy, is hindering development. Because everybody want to boot the ball out, score a goal, most importantly, defend for their life. And you see the midfield, there's no midfield in Jamaica. You have defenders and you're forward. And you see what happened to the national teams. We can't find midfielders. We can't find players that are good compared to our regional Caribbean level and also the CONCACAF level. So I think primary school, basic school, we should find something can introduce the players, just like track and field day. Every basic school, every primary school I know has a day throughout the year, or 2 days. Sometimes they have 2 days that these kids, that's where track and field was built upon. That's the basis, that's the foundation. They see it on the TV, and then they try to eliminate the Merlin Atties, the Michael Green, and all that, and that's where we get a Safa Powell. That's where we keep getting these people because they see it on the TV, and they were introduced to it young. They found the love for it, and then they practice, and then the coach comes in now with the expertise, and we have good sprinters. It's going to be harder for football because it's a more little more technical. It's a more team sports, but it's a start. It's a start from the basic school instead of just the community and a little boy watch some big one play and then try on the sideline, kick a little ball, they juggle and they can't even get to play. They have to play in the sun before the big man start to play. But that's what's really going on now, coach. Most of you don't have a feel for himself, He has to wait on the sideline until he's certain age. A man can put him in a goal, or he plays a little 10, 15 minutes before the big man come in the sun. And that's where they get introduced to the sport. Seriously, because I know that's how most Jamaicans get introduced to the sport before 12 years old. They watch the big man from the sideline, leave their home, watch the big man, catch a free ball, run for a free ball, and go out. And, you know, they didn't get it from the basic school. They didn't get in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. It's like grade 5 and grade 4 and grade 5. That's when most Jamaican young man and young ladies start to play the sports in grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6. So if they could get a little younger and find a love for it, just like they found for cricket, just like they found it for athletics, track and field, at a younger age, just not to win nothing, but to just to play around with the size 3 ball, not the size 4, not the size 5, the ball that their foot can manage. And, that's the way we have to go for it. We cannot just start. And then now the JF have to do his part with the coaching education. And the coaching themselves have to go out there and do their thing. And we have to take them, change the culture of this individualism. Just the football is an individual. Jamaica have the concept of the football is an individual. We don't like sharing the glory with us, and it's a cultural thing also. Believe it or not, it's a cultural thing. If you know aspect in cricket, but you're the bowler. You have 6 balls to bowl in cricket. You're the batsman. So you have individual part in cricket also. That's the people excel. Christopher Gale, but it is a start, and we have talents, but talents without work, you won't get anywhere. Talents without expertise, we have to go send them overseas. And you see people now that Dominican, they're developing Dominica. They're beating Jamaica. 80, they're developing in 80. They're beating our club still, and they don't play in our national team. It's not people from overseas, it's people that are in 80 are doing it. So we have to try to do it also. That's all from me, coach.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yes.
Listen. Rob Smith. More you call in or you provide a name who or not a name, a solution to the issue. Hey, I got a message. Big up yourself for the message on the phone. The person said, it seems as if we're going to have to call Glenn Mills to coach a team. Because the U20 team is so slow. You can't imagine why them so slow. Mm-hmm. Where's the Jamaica need to stop playing football? Better we just play some Premier League because we don't have no we don't have boy, I don't know. But you know, so every time look like one competition come around is a new coach. No, you see, me feel say if we have a good coach, and I stand corrected, if we have a good coach or come in with him staff and the little nuances there that actually trouble us and plague us. If we have a good coaching staff with the talent and the cadre of players that we have, we should be able to ease breeze through the competition. You know, don't you see that our team was also out coached by the Dominican coach? Look on it. We get out coached. All right, so remove the current JFF. But how they are going to be removed? They're not going to remove. So until they are removed, what else? We have to have a solution, you know. Thank you very much, Jamaican view. You see, we're only one set up for going to get back the job. Listen. Listen. Here what Jamaican view say. Even with the issues that we have, if we get a good coach, it can help us. Because most times corporate Jamaica love them thing there. Or he's thinking about his team playing Rob Smith. Hey, Rob Smith. It no matter where I figure your yard. No matter how much days it take. You not have no pot on fire. And house are gonna burn down. So do the job at hand and then you sort out that after. So the tell me about man I think about how him I gonna reach back home. Me not subscribe to that. We need our best coaches at the lowest levels. Excellent mannings. See him Sega. Corporate Jamaica now go support the thing unless we have a foreign coach. And then I realize that. Big talk that Jamaican view. When last we get a corporate sponsorship? Now one time we have win for so you go. I stand corrected. Or I sit corrected. Andrew White, big up. Coach says, is it only about the coach? The football infrastructure needs to be overall. We need to begin with the football fields. But Andrew White, a long time we are talking about him something now, you know. But I'm saying if we get our international pedigree coach, sponsors will come on board as well. And given the nuances that surrounds the team, if the coach come in with him backroom staff and everybody that works with him, and get this under 20 team, you know, things that them could have gone with something. Irrespective of no food, irrespective of no flight, irrespective of this or irrespective of that. That's how me believe still, you know. I don't have to believe it, you know. Call Jamaica full of sprinter because every day people go on the street, them have to plan. Oh, God. Coaches, we do not need to stop. We need to continue to improve. Rob Smith, Coach Minzy, look a farmer to milk the cow. Way. New Brazilian coach come with his stuff. We got out coach from CCC right into the Rob Smith's all about solutions. Coaches, the coaching is one issue, I agree, but we need an academy to develop the footballers. We talked about that already too. Exactly, coaches. Yes, Fuzzy was so scared of the DRF team. Fuzzy was tired of losing to the. Yeah, we have to get rid of parish presidents. Solution is to focus. KSAFA focus on track and field. Shadow Star. Oh God, we need a football academy. A long time we have said that in Andrew White. If we get a good coach, he's going to have get up every day and fight with JFF. He will eventually get tired and look like a bad coach. Nah, man, a man come with him philosophy and stick with it. Once him not get no staff from the JFF and then come in with theme staffing, good no. When Professor Simon is coming, care theme staff are only an assistant from one person from the Reggae Boy from the country. I think it was Carl Brown. Don't. Only one person. And we eventually qualify. Come on, man. Can we remove the parish president? No, I saw it set up. Coach, I bet if Jamaica get a foreign coach, the sponsor will come and that's what Jamaican TV is saying. Alvin Holmes, coach, I disagree. A smart, good coach would not put themselves in a bad situation. No, that is not true. KS. Some of these coaches love challenges like these. So why Osario did want the job? Why Osario did want the job? Juan Carlos Osario, he was interested. He know the players them. Yeah, and that man is a well-known coach in the region. And some of these coaches love to fix problems. So when they fix problem, they get more recognition. So in the future, if they are supposed to get a job, hey, come on, I couldn't understand the thing, you know. Some coaches like to fix. Then come like mechanic. See, only some people allow to these people. What you talk about, corner, dirty corner boy? What you talk about? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about. Only nobody not supposed to diss nobody on this platform. We don't subscribe to that. So, coach, given what you know, incompetent JFF with no money, would you take the job? No. I'm not qualified to coach a senior team. If you have B license or above, coach, the current JFF will not hire any coach they can't control and influence. Hence, he will continue to see Jamaican coaches or coaches with Jamaican. All right. Better we run a YouTube league and build team from the virtual space to represent Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah, man. Better we play some virtual league and allow the Jamaica football thing. Kinda, you know, look like hey, people, when you see me talk like this, me a very patient individual now. When it me kind of fed up now. It now gone away. Schaefer started off good and eventually lost his mind. Started playing Clayton Donalds every game. JFF drained the man. That nah, nothing for do it, nothing. Nah, Rob Smith. All right, Andre White, we here, you know, but look at you not here. We Guna Town, wrong. It isn't about a foreign code. It's about the JFF lack of transparency and cooperation, not wanting to get behind this current administration. Lack of transparency. Virgin, that it passed that the Guna Town FC, it passed transparency. Because we are seeing there now. We are seeing there. The question you should ask, do these persons really love football? Now that you ask. Coach, they don't trust JFF either. If we get a overseas coach, they still don't trust JFF to sponsor them. Simo's failed 2020 campaign. We need supervision. Why him fail? Can't fix KS. So you think Danny D people are gonna support Right now, Jason, the thing should have a structure to get some European C license coach. We need to get the B license. Mm-mm. Who will compete against a B license? I don't see what I got. A joke thing this. What I think about John Barnes has not coached for a while. Some don't know. No, Kyle, we don't know. We don't get no information. It's amazing that the current JFF administration cannot see their incompetence and fall on their sword and resign. No, man, they're not going to resign, man. Coach Minzy, what is when you said dirty corner boy? It sounded like you cussed. That's the man name star, dirty corner boy. No, sir, me not do them things, man. Do you know when I found out Jamaican coach is not good in New York? I was 21 years old. Jeez, how many years ago that? Every coach feel except Simoes. Remember, I know Fabian Fuller. Coach Simoes came on this very program and said that he left a blueprint and said if they don't follow it, we'll never qualify for a World Cup again. So the thing need overhauling. Then show the blueprint. Find it now. Find it. Some fans' memories are short. Didn't Jamaica did well in the last round of the CONCACAF Nation League under Paul Hall? Hey, all when they do well, Jamaican view. The people, some people still not rate Paul Hall, I think he did pretty well. Coach, you forget Simons had a second stint with the Reggae Boyz. No, me not forget. But what caused that? Remember my man saying, him leave the blueprint and him come back and look at the blueprint throw away. So what gonna happen? He not gonna go nowhere. So having a coach really no make sense with you. That's why I said we need to go on Mars. Let us send one out when them NASA ship that go on Mars. We go find an alien to come and coach. So when the alien come, the JFF can't best to the alien. Jesus, we have to take bad thing and laugh star. Ian Miller talking this and talking that. Will the current players play without Paul Hall? We don't know, because you have some players that he's recruiting, and from what I've heard is that how will you guarantee that you are going to be the one that will be taking orders from? So players, when reach out to big name players, that they might try to persuade to come here, but we don't know. Everything that we said in it is allegedly that they will not, or well, it's not allegedly. Information has reached to the public that talks have they thought them breakdown and they must seek a new coach. Simple. So not allegedly none. That's what I'm saying in a case, but the people don't agree with me. Real coaches want to be challenged. Some coaches actually get pissed off when they see a situation that they can actually fix and are unable to get into that situation. Yeah, me I tell them some coach want a challenge. They want to come in a situation like Jamaica situation and fix it, and they are going to be crowned king. Look at Rene Simons. I'll now narrate him 20 odd years after. Hey, actually, a real sample man, the man say, Redance. The man say, Redance take up a man coaching, but
Coach Minzy, best round here. Member.
hey, actually, the easy, The man say, Redance take up a man coaching badge. At least I give you a laugh there, actually. Trust me. Oh boy. US 2-0 under us, 38 minutes. Oh boy. Mars, are you mean stars? But seriously, we should leave the JFF on Mars when we go. Whenever they come from, man. They're real, actually. The truth is, Paul Hall is not attractive to the business community in Jamaica. Mm. Everyone break down when they touch base with the current JFF stills. We just have to call a spade a spade. JFF will not change us. So only a drastic action will force them out. No, but you see when they come and say JFF will not change to please anyone, no burn me out, you know. And I call me agent of JFF and them something there. And you see? On take time. I understand what I did I say. Mm-hmm. Paulo was right, but he was wrong. Right to stand with the players, but what madman go up against his employer while still on probation? Exactly, actually. That's what I disagree with. Him shouldn't do that. Coach, Reggae Boyz make Qatar cry on the U20, make the man cry again. Yeah, man, me see it, man. I don't know still, but me not cry. Me not cry. Me I got disgruntled, but me not cry. And I also found out the trainer is not good. In Jamaica, I also talking about football trainers. Coach Mindy, is the Adidas kit deal a real thing? Why, it's a real thing, you know, but yes, upon certain grounds, you know. Me don't know the certain grounds, but it's a real deal, man. No foreign coach. We need a Jamaican with the highest license, pro or A, to develop players and spread the knowledge over the island. A coach with cultural interest. So how that happen, Kyle? Uh, not the profits regarding on the go. 3-0 US there now. I think that the regular girls should get their opportunity at the World Cup. Why? No worry about that qualification there too. JFF and the local coaching fraternity are like what they only learn to build a hive and convince themselves they know how to make honey. Mm. Ah, cry, man. Coach, you're not going to cry on stream. That's what I mean. I did say cry. Did I say on stream? New Adidas kit. That's like putting lipstick on a pig. It's going to be pig. We need reform, not new kits. Yeah. Don't ball to me. This is not track and field. We need foreign coaches for our program. See, if people them all lose interest in the whole football talk. So we can't stop triple treat, though. and turn in a track treat. What is that? Turn in a track treat. That's been annoying. No. I don't know. Lee Young, you saying that the Reggae Girls is not qualified. Why you think that Lee Young? Lee Young? Fabian Full agree. Why you agree, Fabian Full? Stop me. No have no for watch on weekend. Oh, all right. Actually, a boss me up, sir. If they don't qualify, then the country's football structure needs to be revamped. No, man, bulldoze, man. We need an excavator. Tear down. Thank God for Shelly, Elena, and Sherika. Coach, don't cry on stream. He just make his background all black in the morning. Yeah. Don't ball to me. See him someone. But a long time I use the background here. I just wear a black shirt today. I make the thumbnail black. Man, say thank God for Shelly, man. Elena and Sherika. It still would be triple treat. They are in a very difficult group. Brown Bear, big up yourself. And they had little to no preparation. They prepare, man. The only part of the preparation that is missing is a practice game, two solid practice games, which the opponents have. 2 grand sing, 3 grand sing and ball, 5 grand sing and ball, and them draw him off the coffin. Hey, Jason love the foolishness, I say. The girls will be okay according to Brown Bear. Sorry, guys. Like Robin Fraser, Tyrone Marshall, Michael Johnson et al. Are not about to walk into the JFF quagmire. Oh, Lord. Update coaches. We need to send away some of these young coaches to the IS Academy in the South America and Europe. Yeah, that could be a thing. Of course, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man. Some exchange program, man. Look how well we are doing at sports. I don't say track and field coaches them are export. So if you're not do well, you can't get export. Foreign coaches is not the answer. JFF is still there, and lack of team preparation is still there. Call it trick or treat. Shadow Star. And that will look like I can go on manage. I just believe the JFF will have a hand in the selection of a team, and that will cost us. So, you know what I say? If that go on, no coach not to take the job then. Make them coach the team. Make the man them in the JFF coach the team. Since that them are pick it. The girls went to Colorado to prepare for the altitude in Mexico. That's winning off the field. The men's team would be at the Harrisburg Center, and that then cry about the altitude. Coach, I agree with Louis Young. We all know Tapa gonna be the new coach. So, coach, what you say? Long ball for days. I say Tapa gonna be the new coach. I don't think Tapa would take about the job. I support Mr. All. He stood up to the evil powers. Rob Smith, I agree. Proactive approach for the Reggae Girls. True. make win crickets and him and this and coach the team. The girls, okay, running and training in Colorado, going to help the girls a lot. No coach, football bigger than Jamaica, you know. Keep a triple treat, man. Jamaica and Arsenal stressing me out. Big up yourself, Travis. Hey, but if me start talk about different thing, I want to stick me up, you know. I want to talk about it. Hmm? Do a transfer triple treat? No, bro. Do a transfer triple treat? Then your Manning's man I tell you say the senior coach, I coach the U20 team. We can talk about coach. I actually get that from. Let's do it club triple treat and forget about JFF. Let's just banter each other and laugh. That's true, you know. To all Arsenal fans, Jesus is always the answer, and you guys have him on your team. All right, Conrad, so we can talk about both. We just need a coach with good pedigree to improve this good crop of players. Dirty corner boy, big up Peso from Wild Wild West, where he carries a strap and a bulletproof vest. Dirty corner boy, a lyricist. He getting a check right now, or else some secret to come out. Coaches that wasn't Paul all interim. Yeah, thank God for Chuck and feel it. It takes shame out the way. True. Man, they want banter man you 3 times for the week. That is too much. I was unaware we have a senior coach. Who is it? Coach Link Tapper for a tell all interview. Tapper have secret for everybody. Tapper now come on YouTube, man. Tapper now come on YouTube. I say Unseen is upset because man they utilize not what the man what the people them teach them. Unseen Bex, man. Coach, you could be a football trainer. What is 3 now? Big up, coach. Do you think the JFF is using Jamaican football coaches developed by GC Foster or developed in world-class football countries? Hold on. Look at people are calling me now. See call them I come through. See all formula did I call. Let me call back formula. Something wrong, you know. I not see the call them I come in, people. Alright, see you next one now. Caller, good evening. Formula,
Yo,
me a
coach.
call you know answer. Yeah, man, big up yourself.
I don't formula this, brother.
Yeah, man, I know, man. I chat me see, man, not to say that. Where you say?
What go on?
Why? Nothing
JFF
now go on
have
for.
money now, remember?
Huh?
JFF have money, man, cause them JFF have money now, cause them get them 500,000 from FIFA, you know. At first of January now, you know. July now.
That go on?
Yeah, man, you know, say every 6 months they get it. They get 500,000 US. So them can go hire a big coach, you know. Can get one good coach, you know. But me say Tapper ask back for the job.
Tapper ask back for the job?
Yeah, man. See Ryan do one video on it. The Tapper and Tyrone Marshall ask for the job.
Hold on then. Go on talk.
Yeah, man. They say then they send in, say they want back a job. Tapper want back a job and Tyrone Marshall they want the job. So me don't know. JFF can pay up them bill and now they can pay Tapper him 10 million. FIFA give them half $500,000 every 6 months, you know. So money in our kitty again.
You say money in our kitty again?
Coach, we need one coach. Yeah, we need to go to Netherlands or one of them countries to get some good coach here, man. If I even want one young blood coach or want build up your reputation where cause you don't know so them man they love challenge, you know, and them man and they know them other stuff. And that's how we need to go get one coach. They feel some. We say we can go to Germany, one of them young coaches that come out where want build up them things, get them pay a cheap money. Then go use one more Jamaican coach. Jamaican coach and not gonna work out. I tell you the truth. I know this way this them, but I choose. Them just not gonna work out. For the years it's been proven. It's not gonna work out. If you all go for a Jamaican coach, who would you think would have feel that they spot it?
I don't know.
Like me I say, you see, you can't even think about somebody right off of your head. Eh? You have to think hard. You see, you have to think hard, coach. You know, the truth, man. They're just not ready yet, brother. You have to just be the fact, you know. The fact, you know, they're not ready, coach. I tell you that. Right now, the U20 Marcel Gill get out coached by a professional coach. Out coach him get out coach.
Yeah, I think so.
I tell you, him get out coach. Him the man out coach him, brother. Cause the side don't have the talent that we have, brother. I tell you that. They're not ready for this, man. You just JFF love too much casco thing, brother. top shop at Casco, brother. Then if you go one of them top store, but stuff.
Price mart.
Go shopping. Yeah, go on top store, go shopping, brother. The Casco thing now gonna work, man. Casco gonna wash out in a 2 weeks time, you know. Now gonna work, coach. Trust me, my yo. That tell you. We need people with experience. And people talk about John Barnes. John Barnes and JPEG now go great. Everybody know that. John Barnes take talk from nobody.
But you know, say red ants are take up in badges them.
Well, I don't know about that. But nobody look like he walk out just like that. So if nobody in England no walk out, because they can't talk. If nobody in England are going to have no coach, because they can't talk to you over there either. Our little short temper, man, you know. You can't see it, you know. That's the work out with him. Then if you can't so big on the England and can't get a job, brother. Eh? I every job been going there 6 months or 3 months in Spain. Something wrong with the man, man. I tell you that. The man not take talk for nobody, brother. Michael Olin saying pull coach cricket, you know. Because him know short temper. So him pull deal with that. Some people coaching job not really cut out for them. That's what I say.
Yeah, if you have patience, man.
Yeah, man, you have to have a whole lot of patience, brother. Not because you love it. If you don't have the patience, you can't do it, coach. I tell you. So, I might few things that you have, coach. Pick up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Send to JFF. Make JFF send you one check out that big money, man.
Me?
Big
Me
money.
no want it.
Eh?
Me no want it.
Where's the one?
No, sir.
I saw you go, coach. One of them will creep, but they can't creep out time. That's all they can say.
Me no want none.
It could work.
All right.
It could work, coach.
All right, cool. Like Olympic guy. How I come from the Olympic? In Rob Smith, Formula One, new president.
Boss, how going?
There, man.
Boy. Why you boy? Boy, I mean, I know, coach. You know what's so crazy though, coach? I did up on Manning's. Big up yourself, Manning. I did up on Manning show the other day. See? I said to Manning, say, yo, if we not pull up with socks, you have a couple of nations in the Caribbean who are going to catch up to us. And me tell you, they nearly kill me over I'm sure sports today, man. No, it's not a case where, I want to be proven right and not or anything like that. But see, a baseball country just knocked out our U20 tournament. A baseball country. And as a coach, have we ever qualified for the Olympics?
No, I know. Not that I know.
Damn rep qualify. Not that I know of. I don't know of
no, so
us ever playing in the Olympics.
No, we never gone Olympics. We don't know that.
But damn rep qualify for the Olympics though.
Hey,
boy.
it will go on like West Indies, West Indies dominate the world for a period, and then because they not do what them need to do infrastructurally, it no sustain. We are dominate the Caribbean and the region for a little while. Right now we have a flop if we don't put things into perspective.
It Yo, it not supposed to be a case where a country with little footballing pedigree and knock you out of one. Yo, the man and ball winner, coach.
But what that I tell us a formula? Me I look
And that's
when
what
me
I
hear
am
that.
saying.
When me hear that, me I look on structure. When me hear that, me I look on planning. When me hear that, me I look on development. When me hear that, me I look on resources. When me hear that, me I look on top coach. When me hear that, me I look on planning. I say planning already over the years, weeks and months. It not just happen overnight, so you know. Remember, say when we qualify for World Cup, you know, it never happened overnight, so you know. The thing was structured, you know.
Yeah.
When Simons come here, you know. And if you know, subsequently, U teams qualify because the U4 are spread, you know. So it not just come so. And if we did qualify, it wouldn't be a bad precedence.
Yeah.
Because it would have look like things are happening when things aren't happening.
Yeah.
So this should be a wake-up call for us. So you're gonna tell me, so the ladies, they're gonna take over everything, even in sports. They're going to be doing better than men. Channel Star. You know, look good. You know, sound good.
Coach, myself, I am sure, and it's not that I want it to be proven right or anything like that, but myself, I am sure if we not draw up with socks, I'm say one of the things why I don't give us the benefit of the doubt is our federation.
Family man, they now wear no socks, Virgin. See, I'm gonna find our next analogy.
Countries like Suriname, Curacao, Damrep, they are coming. It gonna get to up if we not really and truly set your house in order in a coach. It will get to a point where we struggle to make top 5 in the Caribbean, you know. Because I mean, our team on paper, in my humble opinion, was better than the Damrep team, but you would never believe in terms of individual talent, but you'd never believe when you watch the game.
That's why ball no play on paper. Who want the ball game on the day, you know?
Fuzzy say need a goal, but he don't need a striker, you know.
Seriously?
You need a goal, but he never said that literally. But that he must say in my mind, coach, when the last 15, 20 minutes of a game, no forward on the pitch.
You probably hear the result of the game.
How him attack said then.
You probably hear the result of the game and it mesh up in meds. The result of the Waterhouse game.
Most that. Imagine that, man. You need 15, 20 minutes to go in a tournament in average. You need a goal in and have a goal score up on the pitch, you know.
That is bad.
Virgin, me do one video upon it and I say, yo, just like how Vin Blaine never lived down his alleged comments on Leon Bailey, yo, for live down the fact say, yo, 15, 20 minutes to go in a game. The man desperately need a goal and never have no goal score up on the pitch, Virgin. Rubbish, man. Rubbish. Honestly, I think we need to really and truly find some countries that are in a similar socio-economic background to ours, and have a population and that sort of a thing. Find you're not gonna find a exact identical scenario to ours, but something as similar as possible in terms of a country that is, achieving success in football and really do a deep dive, like actually not just stay here and study from afar, but actually our footballing representatives or coaches, etc., or administrators need to go to that respective jurisdiction and look exactly so as I see, like look exactly what is it that these individuals are doing, like a proper case study. So you know, like me don't know if a country like Uruguay, similar socio-economic um background, similar size population, a country doing well in football. But me don't know, but we need to go and look and emulate Virgin because it coming like football it just now come together, man. It now come together.
Ian is saying more talent than which Damrep formula. Are you saying our midfield is better than Damrep's midfield?
Generally speaking, in our overall spot, here's the thing. I think with our midfield, is not the lack of technical ability is the problem, the technical know-how is the problem. Our midfielders in Jamaica, all right, let's say for instance the ones that we would have fielded in the U20 tournament. I don't think the technical ability or the lack thereof. I don't think they were off or they weren't on a level to compete technically with the dominant midfielders. I just think it's the technical know-how of these respective players and also the technical know-how of the coach. I mean, if the coach is not assigning proper roles and functions, is not assigning a proper attacking structure, not assigning a proper defensive structure. Looking at the Honduras game, how how open we were in defensive transition, that is down to Fuzzy, That not just down to Christopher Pearson and the foolishness where him did that in the CDM post, Yes, that have something to do with it in terms of the lack of technical know-how, in terms of, helping to delay or putting himself in a position to be able to be in the right areas at the right time, delaying the attacking transition until numbers come back, etc., etc. Yes, that's part of technical know from the lack there from the player standpoint. But really and truly, if the coach did not assign that role to Christopher Pearson, right, and it was not drilled going into that particular game, I mean, that's why Christopher Pearson out there and in defensive transition, the dog look lost. So, it is a combination of those two things, Ian. Lack of technical know-how from the players and lack of technical know-how from the coach. It just off. It's a big part of football and we basically 0 out of 10 when it comes to the technical know-how, relatively speaking, to our international counterparts. But from a technical ability standpoint, I don't think we have, coach.
Well, it might look so sometimes still enough because how them pass the ball, how them control the ball, see them have a little more cutting edge than us.
Yeah, because they have roles and functions and patterns of play and patterns of movement assigned to them. In other words, them know the pass before they make the pass, Them know the pass before them even get the ball, So them have a purpose. That's why them play with a certain level of intensity and a certain level of energy. Because them have purpose to them play before them even get the ball, they know what to do with it. When our players get the ball, coach, them a guess and them a spell. Them not know what to do with it.
So tactically we
them
not
a make
there.
It up.
Them player go through academy and them something, so them understand the whole football tactics, the many football tactics, even the positions that players play. I think or I believe that if you check 10 youth and ask them a few questions in Jamaica, So if you're a left back, what role do you play? You might find them giving a limited amount of answers or some core answers that you need that basically follow a right back or a left back. Or a matter of fact, any other position. Probably the goalkeeper, central defenders, then probably. And even if you ask them, then probably still like fall short of some of the variables that you would need. So tactically, we're not aware as well.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have the knowledge, coach, and we need the knowledge desperately.
Mm-hmm.
Desperately. We need the knowledge, man.
And we play a ball too slow. One commenter earlier said them need Glenn Mills to come coach them because man they slow like when you break one egg bridging. And I throw it out. Egg slow.
Yeah.
Or a buckle of Enkel glue.
But coach, look on the difference, Paul Hall's national team played versus Tapa national team played. Look on the difference in speed of movement of the football. All you want bash Paul Hall, you cannot deny that there was a certain level of surety, so to speak. Whenever our players under Paul Hall receive the ball, you can see that they have an idea of what they need to do with it. When Tapa was the head coach, with the greatest respect to Tapa, man, when he was the head coach, man, when we play them get the ball, man, then just not have a clue, Virgin. You can't see them last, Virgin. They don't know what to do, Virgin. Ridiculous, man.
Why?
Ridiculous.
And just get some information, Somebody from JFF calling Coach Whitmore, And he's been getting a lot of calls. So it look like there's some truth to the information.
Boy.
I say no more.
Boy. Virgin, honestly, I think I might done with vlogging if Tapa get back the job, Virgin. Honest to God, Virgin. Because Tapa is a legend of Jamaica's football, So I don't really want to make it seem like I disrespect Tapa. I have the utmost respect for Tapa. Man is a legend of Jamaica's football, but we just have to be real, Virgin. We football would have go around in circles, Virgin.
My information no come from Pinkwall Brenjan. Oh yeah, talks.
Oh, we can go back in that direction. Afterward, I know like what transpire 5 years ago in a Virgin. What transpire a couple months ago, Virgin.
Yeah, but remember the onus would be on him to make that decision, So it's not a done deal. Calls a make. That means I'm gonna take it.
Boy, Virgin, I tell you the honest God Almighty truth. I think me that done with vlogging from the Reggae Boyz. I now say I would have, but me that seriously consider stepping like just put on the channel, Virgin. If Tapa get back the job, Virgin.
You can't get actually if you run.
Virgin. Cause that would have be the definition of madness, Virgin. The definition of madness, Virgin. that would make no sense for no level, Virgin. Seriously.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, coach, me I go and listen to the show.
Yeah, man. We don't have a long
Big
time
up
left.
yourself,
Yeah, man. Big up to.
Yeah, cool.
Let me see if I can squeeze one more call. I got two more calls. I have to go squeeze.
I got 2 more calls. I have to go squeeze.
Volume. Turn it down, cranky.
Where's the coach?
We're there, man. You're
So the
lying.
man I'm so depressed.
Boy, no vibes that they have to
So,
talk about the thing, man.
I'm so depressed, coach. Not a good thing in the coach. You can't be sounding so depressed. There must be some light at the end of the tunnel. Some place. Can't be that dark.
Tunnel along.
But you know, coach, I think at some point the YouTubers need to pivot. Because I think the beat, maybe it can beat the next couple of days since it's still fresh. But at some point it becomes sort of old music. I think about what is it gonna do? What's the topic gonna be going forward? What are the pertinent topics that people want to hear about going forward? At least you have your track and field, which is very, very positive. Even for the men. Okay? I'm a track and field fan. I watch my little cricket here, but football is the main thing I focus on. And right now the football is a little bit depressing. Not even a little bit. It's a lot depressing. And I would say this, coach, that the coaching I saw for the under 20 has been some of the worst set of decision making I've experienced in the history of football. I don't know where this coach come from. I haven't seen him. I don't know what his resume looked like. And I wasn't totally familiar with all the under 20 players, but I watched all the games and I was shocked at some of the decision making. I mean, it's almost, you ever watch those movies where the thing is fixed? So therefore, no matter how the players play, they still don't play because it's set up. And even though I envisioned that's not the case here, and it was just bad decisions, I should say, it was still shocking. The optics I was seeing, maybe when you're from afar, is different versus what actually transpired. So, shocking. My hope, though, coach, is that going forward, as you're saying, we will get. Coach, I have to jump off, coach. I'm getting an emergency call. No problem.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Coach.
What go on?
Well, they are just forward on firework and come out give one shout, you know? Boy, when Balakar talk, people bash Balakar.
Boy, no.
Balakar not know. Balakar not know about football. Balakar not this. Balakar not that. And see there, then the 20 youth them feel away. And me that take the people and say, what would they guy? Corruption.
Well on the car.
Corruption. You see me? And the next thing is,
Me say you know watch the game, you know.
way.
Me say you know watch the game, you know. I just
Me
talking.
not watch the final game with them. Me not watch the final game with them play. But coach, fan, the tournament starts. You have one player where everybody that look pay good things from. And he no play one game good. And he's still the starting team full 90. We can't see through that. And it's a corruption in our team.
Right
First of all, he no look like a fuzzy they pick a team. I know fuzzy did they pick the team there. Me certain of that. They just send out fuzzy because they can run fuzzy head. You understand what I say?
Mm.
Yeah. If we have a game like that where we need to win, if the striker say, if the striker the ball to come off, I mean no say nothing to do him, he have to dead out there. He have to dead out there, coach. You as a football player, all of your big toe they burn you and you can't run too fast,
You
man.
want to
And
stay
you
out
keep
there.
the play. You go stay out there and dead for your team.
Mm.
You know, the same man ain't give up on the team. And when time people attack and say, why we only care two standing forward? Um, this player injured, that player injured. You hear some people come on the YouTube space. Him a 16. Him a 16. So his central defender the 35, him a 16 too. Then nah, split justice coach. A be a move the goalpost. And God nah sleep, you know. So that's why they think it happen. Me did one and win. Because when time me see score for IG coach, me not to nobody look funny. Me just call him for the show to find out if I true. Because me not believe. You see me?
Yeah, man.
So
Anyways, Balakar, I cut you know, cause
yeah man, me see say vibes with the left
yeah,
talking
man.
football man.
Yeah, man. I cut, man.
Yeah, because tomorrow you have to go do some tracks and make me talk about some 100
Yeah,
this
man.
and 100 this.
We are do a track live in the morning, man. Or in the
Yeah man, cause
afternoon.
ah,
And they say
we
vibes
talk
are
about
right
some
now.
track
World
there.
Championship will come up in the man.
Yeah, man, we have to ease up off the football a bit, you know, because they follow up the football thing and all the blood pressure rate. So, little bit coach.
Yeah, man. Little more.
Ah,
Let me hear what Cranky has said, and then we just cut.
Yeah, coach. Sorry.
Oh,
Peep
Kyle,
you.
you hear it, no?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Cranky.
Can I?
Bless up, coach. Good night. Good night again, coach.
Yeah, man. Good
Apologize for
night
that.
again. We have Kyle on the
A
panel
call
as well.
came in from a call came in from work, and my work don't call for them time of night. So
Yeah.
I'm
Everything
a
good,
night
though.
watchman. I'm a night watchman. So I'm never gonna call from work at this time ever. But it was a mistake. So good thing.
Oh. Glad to have
That's why I had to
mistake.
take it. So good thing. Good thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good thing. So I think you were talking. I was talking about earlier that I was very surprised about some of the coaching decisions that were made. They were shocking, frankly. And it's not to beat any players, not even to beat the coach, but we have to do better when it comes to those things. Even though I didn't, we talked about earlier that we have the, I think, formally that we have the talent to have progress. I think we had the talent, but we coach as we do with the senior team. We cannot keep the ball. I don't know what it is, but the ball comes like a hot potato, coach. And even though we have players with physical ability and skill, somehow we can't make 4 or 5 passes in a row in the opponent's half. We can place amongst ourselves in the defense when no one is pressuring us. But as soon as pressure arises, we panic and we seem to just lose the ball. It's crazy. Secondly, you mentioned the Dominican Republic and how I'm going to infer what you're saying, how they've improved. My understanding is that they have affiliation with Spain. There's a history there. And they're able to source coaches from Spain. And they have resources so they can put an infrastructure together and try to build out their football program. So when we have this concept and this idea that they're a baseball country, we don't realize that most countries nowadays with resources focus their energy and resources on sports are doing well. You made the analogy with the West Indies cricket team, where we used to win based on raw talent ever since until, I guess, in the 90s, and all of a sudden things changed because the Englands of the world, the New Zealands of the world started really investing in their sport, getting good coaching, have good resources, have good infrastructure, and we see where they are today. It's hard for us because we don't have the resources. But I do believe when you have competent people running whatever business you're running, whether it's sports or business in general, that you can overcome some of those obstacles you face from a resource standpoint. Because when you do well, you will get the resource. People will come and want to be part of your program. They want to be affiliated with it. They want to promote their business. So they will invest resources in your program if they have confidence in your program, if you have credibility, and if you're having positive outcomes. And right now, we don't exhibit any of those things. My concern is the JFF, at some point, you have to look in the mirror. I know your mirror may be blocked up. The JFF don't have any mirror in the court. Because if they look in the mirror objectively, they would not like what they see. It's ugly, and it's getting uglier every day. At some point as a JFF, you have to pivot and say, you know what? This job, I've done my best, but I just don't have the know-how. Right? We used to have a dictator who had affiliations and could get things done. The dictator is no longer here, and the people who have inherited what he has set up, which is a oligopoly / dictatorship system, they're using it to their benefit, but it's only for their benefit, not for the benefit of the country. Talk about players from England not being committed. The JFF is not committed. If they were committed, they would make changes, and the first changes they make is of themselves. Commitment is not about, do I get involved? Commitment is an awareness that you recognize that you are not the chosen one to do this. You don't have the skill set to do this. Someone else has to do this because you're not good enough. And I'm wondering when JFF, that Ricketts and his colleagues will realize that we don't know what we're doing. This is over our head. We're overmatched, and we have to change. At some point, and I know they watch this program critically, guys. At some point, if you're hearing this, you have to make some decisions. You have to sacrifice yourself for the larger good. You can't continue on this path. It's not that we don't have players in our coach, it's that we can't recruit those players. Because some players don't want to be affiliated with a program which they see has no good outcome. They can't see what we're trying to achieve. It's not articulated to them. They have no confidence with the regime. And who wants to be associated with failure? My hope is that they'll change. And for the fans, it's tough for the fans, right? I don't think the fans have done all they can to help the program. It's also tough for the fans because it's sort of hopeless. And the question is, you feel hopeless, you feel you can't contribute, because you give your resource, you're concerned about how it's used. And if you don't get the resource, the program is going to basically die like it's dying now. So it's a tough situation. Yeah. The question is, how do you create an alternative? You create an alternative body and try to influence it. How does that work? You gotta do something.
Yeah.
But you don't know what to do. So I don't know, Coach. Maybe it's time to change the topic, though. At some point, you get tired. You start to see everything over and over again.
Yeah, man. I must get tired, man.
You start get tuned out. Coach.
Yeah,
you have to
definitely.
Yeah, I have to get refreshed. But you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. At some point, something has to give.
Yeah, man. So, Kyle, what do you add to that?
Yeah, I mean, Cronky basically hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
You can't argue with that. My issue, I just heard that you said that you got news that Tapper might be called back to the national program. Is that credible source, or is that just something you pick up from somebody?
No, man, a credible source I get it from, man. He has been contacted.
All right. Well, this is my opinion. If they call back Theodore Whitmore, the program is dead. Because when he left, and I'm not talking about his coaching ability, which is questionable. But when he left as a divisive coach. He had Jamaicans against Jamaicans. And he had coaches against coaches. My question in all of this, if he is recalled, is how are the players going to react to it? That's my question, number one. All right? Because I'm pretty sure that some of them might say, listen, I don't want to work in that kind of atmosphere once again. That's number one. And to the question about should we get a foreign coach, I don't believe so. I believe we need to invest in our own coaches and bring them up to the A standard. We have to. Dominica did it. They have a coach. He's of the required standard. And let me just touch on something. Haiti, 2 Gold Cups ago, Haiti had a coach from PSG who was of Haitian descent. He was the PSG junior coach, and he had a pro license. So everybody is basically copying our blueprint in that they're getting their nationals from overseas to contribute to the program. We do it by just calling players. What others are doing now is they're calling coaches, not just players. So maybe that's what we need to do. We have Paul Hall, which they're running away now. He has everything that we need, but quote unquote, they claim that he doesn't have experience. We need to give our own the experience, give them the chance. But everybody's depressed, and I see you look tired, you want to sleep. So probably probably some other day we just take up the argument. But
Yeah.
I just leave by saying that I can't bash the players on this tournament. To me, everything lie on Coach Gale. And as much as I want to crucify him, I would say that rather than spend the money to get a foreign coach, the GFF and the SDF should send 5 coaches overseas, educate them, and let them come back with the required standard, the A license standard, and let them contribute to Jamaican football. Out of that 5, at least 1 must come good. Invest in our own so we can retain the knowledge at home. All right, coach. Take care, man.
All right, listen.
Yeah, man.
Cranky, that's it. Cause me have
Yeah,
one call
I mean,
of a call. Cause I must say my call long time and can't get through.
all right. So call him, coach.
All right, cool.
Can get. All right, bless.
Hold on, I will Fabian there. Fabian, we are trying to call you back in, but you not answer, man. I gonna leave now, because right now, to think I go better, I'm going to bed. Fabian losing turn, Council.
Yes, sir.
Well, I see Fabian I call back one time. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes I give in a council.
All right, no worries. Just 2 quick points.
Yes.
Your national team is not supposed to be a training ground.
True.
You know what I mean? If you're going to train somebody at the national level, that's got to be an assistant coach that you're trying to groom when whomever you've got in charge steps aside. But it's not a training ground. I mean, that's part of the problem. Our president is in diapers. Our GenSec is in diapers. Our coaches are in diapers. We got to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. We need competency at a head coach level, and I don't really care whether or not that coach is local or overseas. I mean, what you're looking for is an effective coach. This idea that we're somehow attached to a foreign coach versus a Jamaican coach, that's nonsense. I mean, nobody does. And I'm sure Cranky will agree with me on that. Successful businesses, successful organizations don't operate off of that premise. You have a need and you go and source the need, and you don't spend a lot of time worrying about
where that need comes from. As long as it's a fit for you organizationally, and as long as it's a fit for you culturally, then you roll with that. So that's my 2 cents. At some point in time, we gotta identify a coach. We have to commit to that coach. We have to get that coach commit to the program. And then then everybody's got to be on board. We've done it before. There's a roadmap for it.
Yeah.
You go back to how Samoas did it. We have completely abandoned that structure. And here we are trying to reinvent the wheel. But that's all I gotta say tonight, man. And it is so frustrating.
Very, very, very.
But I'm gonna hang up and listen to you guys banter on. But appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man. Respect, counsel. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
I hope Fabian got the phone again, Yeah, man, that is true, Rob Smith. Fabian, you finally answered the phone.
Finally, I know how I'm to my phone, man. Bless up, everybody. I want to know if everybody is as stressed or as fed up with the football program as I am. Like, I think I am at it right now with the football. I have reached a point with Jamaican football where I am no longer disappointed in anything. It's just that I accept whatever happens, and that is bad. I have no expectations. I didn't have any expectations of this under-20 team. And after watching the first game, I didn't even. Normally, I used to just clear my schedule so I can watch games. I didn't do that for this competition. If I saw the games, I saw the games. It was neither here nor there for me because it's the same thing that keep happening over and over again. They were in training for how long? For like 2 months. And I don't know how they can be in training every single day for 2 months and they go to a competition and look like they are training.
But Fabian,
how can you be in training for 2 months and the team?
You and I know, say, no matter how long a team are train or how long they are prepare, they need some game sharpness. So go play some competitive games so you can
they were playing against the Premier League teams, which I was against.
That's still not gonna help them.
Because the Premier League team them not play at the same pace as international football.
Slow.
It is too slow. And you could see that a number of our under-20 players who we consider to be top stars were off the pace. They were completely lost in the games. And there's one common denominator with Jamaica, whether it's the senior team or the under-20 team. I don't know who is selecting the team, but the team now pick good. They're not picking the correct players. And too much politics is involved, whether it be at the scene. I am looking to see, all right, so now that we have an under-17 and an under-15 program that's going on, I am keenly looking at this under-15 team to see if it is going to be the same thing as the senior team. Because you have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere and start giving people positions based on merit and not because of who you like or who you owe a favor. And a lot of us are realizing that those persons who we consider to be big coaches are pretty average. And that is a hard pill to swallow, that there are a lot of average coaches in Jamaica. Football has moved past what our coaches are doing now, and very few coaches are willing to accept their shortcomings and work on them. So we have to start somewhere. There's this saying that says we have to break down to build up. So I think we have to decide that, hey, what we are doing right now, it's not working. It's obvious it's not working. Because the senior team failed to qualify, so the under 20 failed to qualify. The under 20 had the easiest road to the, and it was the easiest road to the World Cup. They had the easiest team to beat and go World Cup. The easiest team them have to play and got championships. And what happened? We fluffed the bag. Because I don't think they were prepared enough. I don't know what they were doing in those 2 months, but they weren't prepared enough for me. And this thing where we have players who they don't call because them not like people and them something they not work with in the national team. True. Them thing not work in a national team. Because if my son got called to the program right now, I would not send him. One, I am from Mobile, and his mother is from St. Elizabeth, a country him come from. That's the first thing me not go send him up there, so. Because that is still a thing in the national program up until this point. It is still a thing in this day and age, 2022, we're still having this problem. And I wouldn't send him because I don't think the national program is going in the right direction right now. And we have to, as I said, we have to just break down and then we start fresh. But it is obvious that JFF, they don't want to do that. Because Paul Hall looks like somebody who not take talk from people. And what are they trying to do? Showing him the door. They might get rid of him. And I'm going to tell you, you hear me say it already, so I'm done with football, I track and feel my thing then. And if I see, I am from Montego Bay, and if I see Tapa with more take back that national team, I'm done with Jamaican football for the next 10 years. I'm done with them. That is like 2 steps forward and 100 steps back. So if Tapa take up this, that is the time I will be really not even you can call me, ask me nothing about football. That time I finish with football completely. And it just shows you the direction that JFF is going. JFF would much rather rehire somebody who cannot handle the job, but they can control per se, than to give somebody who has a mind of their own, who has some level of international experience, not necessarily experience with coaching, but he has been in and around football clubs in England to see how they operate and how things are done at an international level. And we're kicking these people out. We're kicking this man out. So what is the goal? What is the goal? We need to get people in the JFF who genuinely love the country, who genuinely love football, and not persons who look at this as a job. And I think that is where it starts. And then we have this blind sense of loyalty where we have persons saying, oh, me have to remember, say this man did vote for me, so me have to go support him, even when he do foolishness.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. This blind sense of loyalty. Who are you loyal to? An individual, or you're loyal to your country? You can't be loyal to an individual more than your country. Because if you are my best friend and I vouch for you and give you a job and I realize that the country has suffered because of what you are doing, my loyalty is to my country first, then you second. And as a friend, you go to say, yo, you can't manage it, give it up. So a lot of these things we have to get rid of. I realize that a lot of that going on in JFF right now, because you support me, even when I do foolishness, me go support you. And it cannot, no organization can run like that. So JFF need to fix up, but until JFF fix up, coach, then can meet me on the track. I will stay with Shelly and Sharika them on the track. JFF until JFF sort out their stuff. Because honestly, me can't stress over JFF anymore because it's like a cycle. We stress over it and then we see them bringing some players and then we get happy, we get our hopes up, only for them kick we off our stool or we climb up and we drop boof again. And the cycle start over. We have to break the cycle. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to break the cycle, but we have to break the cycle. That are my 2 cents.
Yeah, man. Now you make enough sense.
No, make enough dollars.
All right, big up yourself, man.
Boy, Mrs. Madia asking about Arsenal. Say Arsenal do no foolishness, and me a still guna.
That's how you go. But me come off and show you now, yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, Fabian.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
All right, cool. Hold on, I see one. I'm going to end the show now, people. Yeah, man, a long time we did that, sir. We're going to end the show. Yeah, man. How long Arsenal I keep up? Big up for yourself, people. Brain Journey, the super chat. YouTube made a super chat just for Calabar. Boy, the man love Calabar till him blue, till him green. People, just stay safe now. Until next time, peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.